right now, you can see our mark there. There will be someone way at the back. And when you hear the revs start, that means the red lights are starting. We call that our Christmas tree. There it is!
And you can hear the tires screaming. Oh, we got a good car there. Start from car 44. That's Alan Palacios, who went down the middle there. Looks like he might have gained a spot in the first jump of that race. Well, when I say jump, the start of the race. And as they come into first corner, it looks like Alain has kept his position. Alonso coming. Alzona. Wait, no. No, yes, he has. He's kept it, but you can see them going 3 abreast into the turn number 1. They're going to have to sort this out before they come down to the corkscrew, because they don't fit 3 abreast down the corkscrew. Not comfortably anyway.
Yes, definitely. It bottles up way over there. But you know what? I've noticed a pattern this whole weekend. The person sitting at pole has always had a good advantage. You can see he's already a split second ahead of everyone, while Danielle, Julia, Fabio, and Alan are battling for their positions right now.
Yes, I think the only one who didn't have a great run in pole was Fabio in his race. But he explained to us what happened there. And of course, well, now he's on a run right now. He's in 4th place at the moment. But Alain, yes, great start from Alain, and is really trying to make the most of that gap. And as we've said in previous races, he really should, because right there behind him, you have this bunched up grid, and they're going to be driving a little bit slower because they're on the defensive line.
Yeah, now's the time with all that clean air and clean road. You know, you really have to rack up the points, because right now everyone's like, pretty much against each other. So people are just focused on overtaking. But when things start clearing up and they start spreading out, they're going to be more focused on their times and getting faster. And that's when, people behind them start eating up, like Daniel Matsunaga, which is supposed to be, if he is still in 2nd place right now, he would be the biggest threat to Alain's first position.
I just want to send a shout out to the drone shot there. Did you see that? That was a great shot.
Yes, that was.
A nice, great angle here. And look at also the production values of the Vios Cup has really jumped up. Every time we race, we get better graphics, we get better angles, we get better everything. It's just becoming a fantastic world-class event. Well, we would expect nothing less from Toyota, but what we always come to expect from Toyota is that they're always improving and pushing forward. No matter being the leaders already in their field, it's always pushing and finding new ways to stay ahead.
Yeah, that is very true. You know what? It's just like hearing the cars. You could hear it all the way out, and I could hear the screams. It's almost every turn. There's like a huge group out there. It's just screaming their lungs out. I wish I knew for which driver. That all the love and support to that driver over there, but it's just an exciting race right here. You see it's just bumper to bumper. No one's letting off. Daniel's just like, everyone's a second away from each other. And like what we said, a second literally is like a snap of the finger.
Yes, a snap of the finger, but wow, it's a lifetime sometimes in racing, right? I mean, 1 second could be the difference between how many places. But Alain Alzona is trying to make the most. We see, because right now, look how close. We just talked for a little bit, and look how that gap, it just shrunk.
That is very true. Just a split second, just like parang isang bahing lang yan, and the person behind you is already there. What lead you have, just if you're not consistent, or even just the slightest mistake could cost you. And look at Danielle, he's right on Alain's tail, and that could get quite intense. That could get quite frustrating.
Very, very
intense. You're
intense.
just like, instead of focusing on the road, you're focusing at your side mirror or rear view mirror, and that's where it gets tricky. That's where errors come in. So we'll have to see on how emotionally and stable he is for something like that, for someone breathing down your neck. And it's been only 1 lap. 11 laps is this, and no joke.
Oh!
Speaking of, woo!
And that was a close one. Daniel Matsunaga, look at him. He's right there on the back bumper
all over him
of Alain Alzona as they come into this Oh, look,
Double
Daniel's on.
A.
It's a double A. Daniel's got to trim back a little bit here. He's got to invest in this one.
He's actually pretty smart of that.
Look
with that.
how close he is.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's beautiful.
Wow, look at that. Daniel Matsunaga, I mean, these Brazilians have a natural competitive streak, especially when it comes to driving. The great Ayrton Senna from
yes.
Brazil, of course. And he's also half Japanese, and we've had some great Japanese drivers, too. I think it's all just coming out. You know, I used to remember before with Fabio, he used to watch like F1 movies before the night before the race, like Rush.
Oh, wow.
We go through all these different F1 movies just to get
Yes.
pumped up. I wonder what Danielle watched last night.
Maybe a Top Gun.
Yes, Top Gun would definitely get those juices flowing for sure.
Man, but it is quite exciting. Danielle obviously is making it known that he is right behind them. And there's also a mid-battle between Fabio Ide and J. Lau. Or has J. Lau just overtaken Fabio Ide?
I don't know, but there's a bit of an accordion there, sandwiched up. This accordion effect that's going on in the middle of the grid. So we really got to keep our eyes on all sections of the race because there's battles brewing everywhere. This is the shot I was talking about. This is a great shot. From the drone,
It almost makes it feel like a video game. Right?
Yes, it really does. It really does. We're okay now. Alain's got a lot of pressure from Daniel Matsunaga. I would love to see Daniel, you know, win a race in promotional class because it's like we said, we take it away celebrity classes and stuff like that. I know he's been he's been working very hard, this guy, on improving his driving, and it's showing now.
Definitely. I mean, I remember when the celebrity class would always have their races. They were still, at least the majority would be behind everyone in the promotional class. But look at this. Yeah, it's a good reason why to take out the promotional, the celebrity class. Look at the promotional class. I mean, they're there. They're there at the top.
Well, I'll also encourage you to keep your eyes on car number
Ooh,
44.
Number 66.
Oh,
Jay
no.
Lau had another incident. You know, and he was doing so well last time as well.
Yes, he was. He was doing very well. But keep an eye not just on these two, Daniel Matsunaga versus Alain Alzona, but there is this threat from Ian Rosales, who's already bumped his way up the field. I don't know if he's in fourth or third now, but he has jumped up from sixth place. He was our race winner last one. Watch Daniel Matsunaga, nice clean exit out of that corner. Looks like he might have the momentum to challenge him at turn number 1 over here. Let's see, in third place, is that, did you get the number? Is that car? Well, okay, hard
Ian's in fourth place right now.
So Ian is in fourth place. Okay, it's Alan Palacios in third place and Ian in fourth.
Yeah, he's in fourth place. He has a good 4 seconds behind Alan Palacios. There's gonna be a lot of like catching up to do, but you know what? It's 9 laps. Anything can happen.
Yes, and I'm very interested in the line that Alain Alzona is driving. The way he's kind of keeping that car kind of in the center of the road, trying to throw Daniel off. He's not driving an overly defensive line. He's not driving the fastest line, but you can see where Daniel's picking up. Like this is a spot where Daniel gains a lot of ground, but he loses it on the exit. See?
So it really depends, you know, especially that turn, the Porsche turn. There's a ton of ways on how you can take it, but what's important is the exit. End of the day, that it still has a pretty long stretch over there.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, this is car 19. We're riding along with Alain Alzona. Daniel Matsunaga lost a little bit of space or a little bit of a gap. He might have to sort of regroup and get these faculties together and then do another attack. You only have 12 laps to do this. This doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're leading the race, it feels like eternity,
yes,
right?
It feels like forever, especially if someone's breathing down
Yes.
their neck. You know what? Hats off though to Alain. You know, we were discussing it a while ago, especially when Danielle. You could see that he was faster and he was like gunning down his neck. Alain didn't lose his cool. He was doing defensive. He was driving defensively, but not too much that it would lose too much of time. So he played it in a very mature way on how to be defensive. He was very very consistent in his stuff, and you can see that with his times.
Yes, absolutely. Now check this out. The gap. Let's see if Danielle makes adjustments, because sometimes they're playing a little bit of mind games, aren't they? They make you think that,
Very
oh,
true.
look, I'm weak on this corner or whatever, and then the car head adjusts,
Yep.
and then they can, right?